Good afternoon. Good afternoon and welcome to WWG High School's fall musical performance of the Nifty Fifties. Quickly, before we start the show, remember, turn off your cell phones. Thank you very much for that. Also, after the show, if you're feeling like you need a treat or you're thirsty, we have mulch for sale for $1 that we will be selling from Louise's Luncheonette. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Disappointed, wait and see.
Close your eyes and sit back. Take a look to the Nifty Fifties.
Boots and a motorcycle jacket,
Saddle shoes and army socks,
dungarees and a cool white t-shirt. Take me right back to the Nifty Fifties. I long to be there every now and then. I'm cruising back to the Nifty Fifties. I'm gonna live it all again. Yes, folks, it was the time of rebel teens, wild music, fast cars, and crazy fads.
Like flying saucers and 3D movies.
James Dean and Marlon Brando,
Hula hoops and Davy Crockett hats. Come on. And of course, nobody wanted to be labeled.
which was the worst thing you could possibly be. French dress with a little girl,
DuckTales and the long thick sideburns.
Cubans and a ponytail.
A slick DA's gonna get my dream girl. Take me right back to the Nifty Fifties. I long to be there every now and then. I'm cruising back to the Nifty Fifties. I wanna live it all again. The slang of the 1950s changed faster than Elvis's waistline. For example, hot in 1950 soon changed to cool.
Real gone became the most.
And way out became as in as you could get.
And of course, nobody wanted to be labeled.
There, which is the worst thing you could possibly be. Yeah, how else would you ever get a date? And some of us had to work harder than others. Gonna meet her at the soda shop.
Gonna take her to the high school sock hop.
Drive Italy on Saturday night.
Lovers lane in the summertime moonlight. Take me right back to the Nifty Fifties. I long to be there every now and then. I'm cruising back to the Nifty Fifties. I'm gonna live it all again. Anyway, come on along.
1950s was a great time to be a teenager.
What do you say we all head down to Louise's
Come on.
Spin a few tunes on the jukebox.
Yeah.
Groovy.
Cool.
And of course, you're all invited to come.
Be there, be square.
Yes, folks, the back into the Nifty 50s. Come on, come on, come on along. Come on back into the Nifty 50s. Come on, come on, come on along. Come on back into the Nifty 50s. Come on, come on, come on along. Come back into the Nifty 50s. Come on, come on, come on along. Coming back into the Nifty 50s. Come on, come on, come on along. Coming back into the Nifty 50s. Come on, come on, come on along. Coming back into the Nifty 50s. Come on, come on, come on along. Coming back into the Nifty 50s. Come on, come on, come on along. Going back into the Nifty 50s. Come on, come on, come on along. Coming down to the Nifty 50s. Come on, come on, come on along. The day is gonna get dark and blue.
No! Come back!
I'm so nervous.
There's nothing to be worried about, Virginia.
I hope I
Everybody's
don't
nervous.
spill anything.
That's what towels are for. Donald was a nervous wreck his first day. Weren't you, Donald?
If you say so.
Spilled a banana split all over the floor. Very messy. Hard to clean up.
That's terrible.
It wasn't so bad, but Louise's memory is
Why do you say that?
because it wasn't a banana split. It was a chocolate college ice. I remember every detail perfectly. 1 scoop chocolate, chocolate sauce, marshmallow sauce, and a cherry on top.
I could have sworn it was a banana split. I found the crushed pineapple.
Nope, that came later.
Everything you need is on the table. There's napkins, ketchup, and mustard. You'll carry your order pad and pencil in your apron pocket.
Louise. Don't scold.
I won't scold. Edna, come be your replacement, Virginia. Virginia, this is Edna.
We already know each other.
Oh?
Sorry to hear you're moving to Michigan.
Dad's doing a great job in the automobile business. He says it's booming, and he wants to help design the Edsel.
Whatever that is.
I bet you're gonna miss the old hometown.
I'm sure I will,
You'll make new friends.
but I won't forget the old ones.
Most of the kids will order a cheeseburger with french fries. It's the #1 after-school treat.
Don't forget lime coats, cherry coats, and vanilla coats. They're popular too.
They should be here any minute now. School's out today. Edna, can you give Virginia a hand?
That's what I call a hand.
I'll be in the kitchen if you need me.
Thanks, Louise. She's awfully nice, isn't she?
Sure is. If it's food they want, tell Louise. If it's floats, shakes, malts, ice cream, beverages, tell Donald.
Ready for action. For toppings, it's strawberries, cherries, vanilla, and crushed pineapple.
Sounds good. Let me get rid of this.
I think I'm failing Latin. Latin's a dead language.
I'll be the one that's dead when my father sees my report card.
High school is so boring.
Look who's here. Royalty.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
Suit yourself.
Donald Spinney is so rude. Common.
If you don't show more respect for paying customers, I'll report you to the management.
Management? You mean Louise? She's in the kitchen. You want me to go get her?
Ignore him, Muffin. He's not worth our time.
He's beneath notice.
You've broken my little heart.
My Cocker Spaniel Tippy has more manners than Donald Spinney.
He'll always be a jerk.
I trust you mean soda jerk. Look at it this way. I'm the best soda jerk in town.
We better get a table before this place fills up. I hate sitting at the counter.
Here's a nice table.
No, I don't think so. It's too close to Donald Spinney.
I think it's unattractive to sit close to the counter.
This is a nice one, too.
What do you think, Muffin?
I think that one. you here before? I'm new here.
She's a nice girl. Take it easy on her.
Let's study the menu.
Why study the menu? It's the same as it was yesterday. It never changes.
Ignore him, girls. It would only encourage him.
He's so fresh.
May I take your orders?
Come back later.
Sure.
Where are the trumpets? Where are the drums? Where are the damn sounds? Jughead Jarvis is here.
Hi, Jughead.
Hi, Donald. Hi, girls.
Hello, Jughead.
Any of you dolls see that movie at the Bayou?
We're not dolls.
And if you don't mind, Jughead, Ann, Jane, and I were having a private conversation.
Well, excuse me, Andy and I are having a private conversation. I think I'll saunter over the counter and have a private conversation with the root beer.
Honestly, girls, the boys in our class are definitely not worth talking about. They have no class. None whatsoever.
No appreciation for the finer things in life. They don't know how to treat a lady.
There's just one boy who has potential.
You don't mean.
Of course she does. George Bullock.
George Bullock. He's not only a basketball star, he's a handsome.
And shy. He sure doesn't have much to say.
That's because he's the strong, silent type. Still water runs deep.
He's driving an out-road Buick Skylark convertible.
How do you know?
I saw him at the drive-in.
Who was he with?
A bunch of guys.
How disappointing.
Personally, I think it's unfeminine to notice what kind of car a boy drives.
All the girls have stars in their eyes when George Bullock's around.
Girls with stars in their eyes usually end up marrying boys like Donald and Jughead.
Interesting.
The service in this place is terrible.
Hey, Edna, you see that movie at the Bayou?
I haven't been to the Bayou in weeks. Too much on my mind with family moving to Detroit and all.
We're gonna miss you when you leave.
Thanks, Jughead. I'm going to miss all my friends.
Did you hear that?
She calls us her friends. That's pretty brazen.
Some people are so crude. I'll have a cheeseburger and a lime coke. Lots of ice.
I'm on a diet, so I'll have a double order french fries and a vanilla shake.
Lemonade.
That's one cheeseburger, lime coke, double french fries, vanilla shake, and a lemonade. Oh, I hope I don't spill anything.
You probably will.
That new waitress doesn't look competent.
In that case, we won't leave her a tip.
We never leave a tip.
I know Louise will go for the idea.
I don't know. Positive Rosemary won't hurt to ask.
Hey, Gracie, you see that movie at the Bayou?
I've been too busy.
Rosemary?
No.
Evelyn?
I only go to movies that make me cry.
How come?
I'm a sentimental type.
Could have fooled me.
Hi, Muffin, Jane, Anne.
Hello, Gracie.
What'll it be?
3 Coca-Colas, I guess, but I have to speak with Luis.
You mean now? This very minute?
It's very important. You might even say urgent.
Gracie has a wonderful idea.
This place won't seem the same without you, Edna.
Thanks. In a few days, I'll be nothing but a memory.
So sad.
3 cups.
Coming up.
How are the dance plans coming, Gracie?
That's why I want to speak with Luis.
What's the mystery?
I don't like to talk about things until I'm sure they're going to work out.
How practical.
The school gym's a mess. All that remodeling.
And dust. The whole gym floor is covered with dust, and I'm allergic to dust.
Hey, it might be fun. Dancing in the dust.
You would say someone like Jughead.
It's a measure of your intelligence.
How would you know?
Ignore him, Anne.
With pleasure.
You want to speak with me, Gracie?
She does. I do.
I'm listening.
You probably know I'm in charge of this year's school dance.
I do. Congratulations.
It's going to be a hippity hop.
So, we can't have it in the school gymnasium because it's all torn up because of remodeling. So,
I thought it would be a sensational idea if we hold the hippity hop somewhere else.
Where?
Here?
Here?
in a public luncheonette?
Common.
Vulgar.
I think it's a great idea, Gracie, but we might not have enough room.
There would be if Louise were to open the folding doors into the meeting room. Yeah, where my dad's Kiwanis Club meets every Thursday afternoon.
And I suppose we'll have to place our orders at the door and pay the cashier as we leave.
That's not what I had in mind. We'll have to provide refreshments no matter where the dance is held, so we can use the food budget to purchase ice cream and stuff for everyone here.
It sounds great.
You would say that.
Hey, aim to get us away from that school.
Thanks, Jughead.
I don't know what to say.
Say yes.
You wouldn't have a thing to worry about, Louise. The kids will be on their best behavior. And I already have a crew lined up to clean up after the dance.
I suppose I do owe you kids a favor. You're my best customers.
Say it's okay.
Come on, Louise!
It'll be fun. There'll be a line of kids around the block.
Around the block?
Waiting to get in. Kids will come from everywhere. Just think about it. They'll be coming from the country. They'll be moving from the birds. They'll be walking through the city. They'll be standing on the curb. They'll be coming across the nation. Everywhere in between. It'll be the best hippity hop this town has ever seen. They'll be moving and grooving till they just can't stop. Everybody's coming to the hippity hop. See 'em on the sidewalk, see 'em on the street, rocking and rolling to the uptown beat. Girlfriends, boyfriends, sisters, brother, up one side and down the other, till they just can't walk. Rock around the block.
They'll be running down the aisle. They'll be running through the park.
They'll be coming after dark.
They'll be crawling from the woodwork, rising up from the floor, dropping down from the skyline.
They'll be knocking down the door. They'll be moving and going till they just can't stop. Everybody's coming to the hippity hop. See 'em on the sidewalk, see 'em on the street, rocking and rolling to the uptown beat. Girlfriends, boyfriends, sisters, brother, up one side and down the other, till they just can't walk. Rock around the block. They'll be doing it and doing it till they just can't stop. Everybody's coming to the hippity hop. See 'em on the sidewalk, see 'em on the street, rocking and rolling to the uptown beat. Girlfriends, boyfriends, sisters, brother, up one side and down the other, till they just can't walk. Walk around the block. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Walk around the block. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Walk around the block. Walk around the block.
It does sound like fun.
You mean you'll do it?
I don't see why not.
Hooray!
I better get back to the kitchen. Yesterday I had a grease fire.
Oh, I knew she'd say yes.
Wasn't it wonderful?
I didn't think it'd be this easy.
Leave it to Gracie. I can't imagine where you get this ridiculous idea, Gracie. No one would want to come to a dance held in a public luncheonette.
It's such a common idea.
Vulgar.
It is not. It's a wonderful idea. I suppose a few freshmen and sophomores might show up. They show up to anything. But juniors and seniors, never.
Never, never.
I don't agree with you.
It's a stupid idea.
I tell you, the kids will turn out.
Tell me why.
Because
I'm listening.
Because I've got a rock star, a real rock star, to perform at the dance.
Huh?
It's true.
I don't believe you. Who is this rock star?
Ziggy Springer, that's who.
Ziggy Springer?
Now you change your tune.
I don't get it. Why would a big rock star like Ziggy Springer perform at our school dance?
In a luncheonette.
She's lying.
Gracie never lies.
It just so happens that Ziggy is my cousin.
Cousin?
Ziggy Springer, how I like that sound. Oh, baby! Baby! Oh, baby! Yeah! How was that?
Don't ask. You sounded as if you just had your tonsils removed.
I thought you sounded very good, Donald.
Me too.
You owe Gracie an apology muffin.
And she'll get one. If and when Ziggy Springer sings in this place.
Gotta hand you, Don. For a second or two, you sound just like Ziggy Springer.
Only a second or two.
That Muffin Mansfeld's such a snob.
I didn't know Ziggy Springer was your cousin.
Distant.
How distant?
How distant can you get? But he did promise to show up at the hippity hop.
Not exactly. What do you mean, not exactly?
I haven't asked him yet. Haven't asked him?
I don't want Muffin to overhear. She made me so mad. I had to think of something fast.
Gracie, I gotta talk to you in private.
We got the message.
No one has to hit us over the head with a hammer.
What's the matter with you, Bob?
I wouldn't tell this to anyone but my sister, but I'm in big trouble.
Uh-huh.
You know I can't resist motorcycles. I just love them. And I spotted Sinbad's new Harley Davidson Sportster, and I took it for a spin.
You didn't.
I did. It was so new and shiny, red and black, a big headlight, quick acceleration. I couldn't resist my impulse.
I hope Sinbad never finds out you took it for a ride.
So do I. I smashed it up.
Bob!
If Sinbad finds out it was me, my days are numbered.
I don't even want to think about it.
I'm a nervous wreck. My throat's gone dry. Hey, Donald, what about a glass of water?
I'll bite. What about a glass of water?
Very funny.
Messing with Sinbad's motorcycle? How could you be so stupid?
It must be chemical imbalance. I don't have long to live. Why couldn't I like hot rods instead of motorcycles?
What was that about, Gracie?
Huh, you don't look so good. You look pale. Oh, it's nothing.
Hey, Bob, you see that movie with mine?
Don't talk to me about movies. I got too much on my mind.
Like what?
I'll read this.
Hi, George!
Hey, girls.
Everyone says you're the best basketball player we've ever had, even if you are a transfer student.
That's nice of you to say so, Muffin.
Think nothing of it. But you are coming to the hippity hop, aren't you, George?
I haven't thought about it.
Thanks to Gracie, we're gonna have it right here.
Where?
And Louisa's luncheonette.
Isn't that gauche?
I think it's a creative idea.
Thank you, George.
And Ziggy Springer's gonna be here.
Who's he?
Who's he?
The rock star. Say so.
He's the greatest.
I don't listen to music. If I want to relax, I dribble.
Hey, George, you see that movie with Bayou?
The one with Steve McQueen?
That's it.
I saw it.
Oh, why did you say it was the one with Steve McQueen?
What a dreamboat.
We saw it over in Mountain City last week.
What was it about?
What was it about? Just read the billboards. It's a giant. It's a monster. Windmill and stop.
They couldn't believe their eyes. They couldn't escape the horror.
And neither will you.
Your flesh will creep with the glove that crawls.
See teenagers versus gluttonous aliens.
See a whole town caught in a web of gelatin.
Witness the day the earth stood still. Let's go for Nicto.
Wait a minute, that's from a different movie.
Oh, yeah. About outer space. Landed in a field. A worldwide threat to the whole human race.
It ain't a farmer, a mechanic, a doctor, and a nurse. But that was just an appetizer. Things got worse. They rolled on into town, into a local store. It almost got Steve McQueen. Wait, there's more. And snuck into a movie house and made the projection net.
And crept into the audience, a true antagonist.
What was it? What was it? For Pete's sake, what was it?
It was a blob, a big old blob. An icky, sicky, gooey, gooey, chubby, tubby, gummy, gluey, flabby, lumpy, bumpy hunk of jello. It was a blob, a big old blob. A messy, mushy, goopy, gloppy, gucky, mushy, slushy, sloppy, soggy, sludgy, pudgy hunk of jello.
The crowd began to scream and scurry for the door. Before they could escape, it ate a dozen or
total thing I've ever seen.
What was it? What was it? For Pete's sake, what was it?
It was a blob, a big old blob. And icky, sicky, ooey, gooey, chubby, tubby, gummy, gluey, flabby, lumpy, bumpy, hunk of jello. Yuck! It was a blob, a big old blob. A messy, mushy, goopy, puffy, gucky, monkey, slushy, slumpy, soggy, sludgy, pudgy, hunk of jello.
What next? They gobbled up the tire with all the folks inside.
They ran into the basement, but they knew they couldn't hide.
They brought her down the stairs. Now what were they to do?
That's when Steve McQueen discovered CO2.
What happened? What happened? For Pete's sake, what happened?
Seems that the club couldn't stand the cold.
Stark's retreat wasn't nearly as bold.
Steve got on the telephone to tell them what he found.
They brought extinguishers all around.
They sprayed till it was solid as ice. Then packed it in a crate and followed Steve's advice. They called in the Air Force to fly it away.
They dropped it in Alaska where it still remains today.
Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
Thank God!
It was the blob, a big old blob. Finicky, sticky, ooey, gooey, chummy, tummy, gummy, gluey, flabby, lumpy, bumpy, hunk of jello. Yeah! It was the blob, a big old blob. The messy, mushy, goopy, puffy, gucky, monkey, slushy, sludgy, 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 pudgy, hunk of jello. Yeah! A big old blob. Landers in the field, chubby, chubby, gummy, a wild mind, gummy, till the whole yes. From outer space, a big old blob. Landed in the field, fluffy, ducky, fluffy, slushy, sloppy, wild mind, gummy, till the whole yes.
Blob! The 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 blob!
You've been keeping a secret from me, George.
What'd you say that, Muffin?
You didn't tell me you were driving a new Road Buick Skylark convertible. That's my favorite car. Some girls think it's unfeminine to notice what kind of car a boy drives, but I don't. Do you?
Oh, that's my uncle's car. He lets me borrow it.
Oh, look at that, Gracie. She's so obvious. Poor guy, having to put up with a leech like Muffin. She doesn't even know what a nice guy he is. He sits next to me in geometry and helps me a lot. Gracie, you've got to do something. What would you suggest? Geometry. Excuse me, George. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I'm stumped again. Could you explain a geometry problem to me?
Sure.
She didn't need help. She was just trying to get George's attention.
She doesn't know that she's competing against a pro. Oh, George! I'm so dumb when it comes to sports. I need you to explain some moves to me. Nice try, Gracie. George, did you know I have more cashmere sweaters than any girl in school?
No?
That's my table.
What? Where are we supposed to sit?
Over there.
Behind the counter?
That's what we
Sure. I don't know anything about a tax, and I'm confused about walking.
Did you know I practice every afternoon at the YMCA?
Why, no, George, I didn't.
All right, who did it?
You didn't do that.
Who did what?
Some jerk busted up my Harley Davidson Sportster.
Some kid?
I've told you before, Sinbad, I don't want any trouble from you.
I never had my Harley Davidson Sportster busted up before.
Never? Never.
You two stop with the tambourine and guitar. Gets on my nerves. Don't I have enough to worry about?
What's the flow?
Don't sweat it, Sinbad. You're overreacting. It's those awful beatniks.
I never knew they were friends with Sinbad Galucci.
I didn't know Sinbad Galucci had any friends.
I heard that.
What's all this about?
Weren't you listening? Riff and Misty saw some high schooler riding my Harley-Davidson Sportster. He's the jerk who busted it up.
And I suppose you think you'll find that high schooler in here?
Why not? This is where they hang out. Riff, Misty, take a look. Do you see him anywhere?
Nope.
They'll show up sooner or later, and when I find him, pow!
Donald, call the police.
Hold on, Donald. Let me handle this.
Who are you?
It doesn't matter who I am. Why don't you sit down and have a physical or be on your way?
You trying to be funny?
He's making sense, man. Go with the flow.
I'll go, but I'll be back, and when I do...
This place is bad vibe.
Hate to be the guy that met with Sinbad Galucci.
You handled that nicely, George.
It was nothing.
You gotta see what's going on across the street.
What?
Little girl's wearing a hula for over 5 hours. It's like a perpetual motion. She's never gonna stop.
This I gotta see. Do you mind, Louise, just for a sec?
Go ahead. Any new customers we get are already.
Come on.
Ruby.
Aren't you coming, Gracie? She may be setting a world record. You go along. I bet I know what you're worrying about. Me. Ziggy Springer. What are you gonna do? The only thing I can do. Cancel the hippity hop? Of course not. I'd never do that. What are you gonna do about Ziggy? When he's at his next concert in the auditorium Saturday night, I'll be there. Blood is thicker than water. Don't say that. Blood makes me think of Sinbad Galucci and my brother.
What are you waiting for? You don't know you're missing. She's fantastic.
He's thinking about hula hoops and I'm thinking about Ziggy.
All right, calm down. One more encore, that's it.
Aww.
You don't know, you won't be disappointed when you hear what it is. It's the song that makes the heart of every teen queen beat faster. Let's hear it, Ziggy. Oh, baby.
She rolls when she rocks. My baby makes my heart go tick-tock. She's looking real good, she's looking real fine. Give me itty-bitty chills up and down my spine. She wiggles when she talks, wiggles when she walks. I'm hoping and I'm praying that she'll be mine. Baby, 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 baby. Oh, baby, baby. Baby, she rocks when she rolls when she rocks. Baby makes my heart go tick-tock. Real good, I'm telling no lies. She's my honey bunny, ramble, a cutie pie. She wiggles when she walks and giggles when she talks. The blood's about to boil, now I gotta reply. Baby, 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 baby. Looking good. That's it. That's it. My baby's got me sweating, turning inside out. My mouth is hanging open, I just can't shout. My body won't move when the girls around. Got me feeling like I'm upside down. My knees start shaking, I sizzle like bacon. My nerves are quivering, I'm melting like butter. My nerves are a-hopping, eyes are a-popping. Can't hardly talk 'cause there's a temporary sun. Baby, baby, She rocks when she rolls, rolls when she rocks. Baby makes my heart go tick tock, baby. Baby, oh baby, baby. She rocks when she rolls, rolls when she rocks. Baby makes my heart go tick tock.
Hey, come back here.
Where is he?
It's none of your business. How did you get past security?
He'll see me. I know he'll see me.
What makes you so sure?
We're related.
Look, I've heard that before. I don't want any trouble, but if you don't go quiet.
Sensational show tonight. We couldn't have squeezed in another fan if we tried. Who's this?
Says she's related to Ziggy.
I am.
How'd you get past security?
That's what I'd like to know.
We're cousins, sort of.
Being nice can't get lost, and I'll mail you an autographed photo of Ziggy. I've got influence. I'm his manager, and this is my personal secretary, Miss Griffin.
I don't want an autographed photo of Ziggy.
What are you saying?
Every Bobby Soxer in America wants an autographed photo of Ziggy Springer.
If you'll just let me see him.
She must be a nutcase.
Could be dangerous. Remember what happened in Chicago?
Don't remind me. Let's get rid of her.
What are you doing?
Don't go quietly. I'll call security.
Let go of me. Let go. Ziggy! Ziggy!
What's going on?
Nothing to worry about.
Beverly and I have everything under control.
Overzealous fan?
I am not Ziggy. I'm your cousin.
Cousin?
Your mother is my mother's second cousin, which makes you my third cousin, I think. Or maybe I'm your second cousin once removed.
What's your name?
Stanley, Gracie Stanley, from Livermore.
Stanley. That does ring a bell.
That's not surprising. This girl's obviously a ding-dong.
I am no such thing.
Stanley. Livermore. Is your mother's name Alice?
Yes, yes.
Then we are related. Nice to meet you, Gracie.
How do you like that?
Not sure I do.
So what do you need, Gracie? An autographed picture?
It's rather private.
Oh, okay. Get lost!
We'll be close in case you need us.
All right, I'm listening.
I'm in charge of the high school dance in Livermore, and we're holding a luncheonette because the gymnasium is being remodeled.
Whoa, Gracie, slow down. You'll lose your breath.
Uh-huh. Muffin Mansfield and some of the other girls said that hip hop would be a big flop, and I got carried away. I told them it would be a big success because you'd be there. I know I shouldn't have done that to you, but I couldn't help myself.
Hey, Gracie, I understand. Either I show up or you end up with egg in your face.
That's about it.
I'd like to see Livermore.
You mean you'll do it?
What are relatives for?
Oh, Ziggy, thank you.
Tell you what, how about we head across the street and get a hamburger? The owner of the place closes the place open for the public just for me.
I can't tell you what this means to me, Ziggy.
I like to hear about relatives. It's comforting.
Ziggy Springer performing in a public luncheonette for no pay. No, I've heard everything. You're not gonna let him do it, are you?
Of course not. You'll call his cousin and tell her that Ziggy is laryngitis. Besides, you know how he is. But tomorrow I've forgotten his promise.
True. I want to have a word with security.
Makes two of us.
Do you really think it's true?
What?
Half of the kids say Ziggy will be at the hippity hop, and half say he won't.
I wonder if Ziggy really is Gracie's cousin.
I don't think Gracie would lie about something like that. She's a good kid.
Muffin Mansfield's just waiting for her to flop.
It'd be a great memory to leave with Ziggy Springer at Louise's luncheonette.
Oh, baby.
Thought you said we needed some chocolate syrup.
Right, that's in the storeroom. I'll go get it. Cover the counter if anybody wants anything.
Sure.
Maybe he'll play a concert in Detroit.
It wouldn't be the same as seeing him up close.
Is Louise about?
She's in the kitchen. Want me to get her?
Please.
Want a Coca-Cola?
No thanks. Makes me burp. I hear your father's been working on something called the Edsel.
That's what he says.
Maybe I'll get one. I need a new car.
You wanted to see me, Officer Moore?
Afternoon, Louise. Nothing serious. Just heard there was a bit of trouble in here yesterday.
Trouble?
Sinbad Bellucci?
Oh, that.
It was nothing much. George Black smoothed the waters.
I'm always interested in what Sinbad Bellucci's up to. He's a bad customer.
I wasted one. I let him know if he's not welcome in here if he behaves badly.
Sinbad Bellucci always behaves badly. Is he still hanging out with those beatniks?
Riff and Misty?
Yeah.
I always see them together.
Well, if they cause any trouble, you let me know.
Oh, I will. I appreciate your concern.
It's my job.
Can I trust you?
Maybe interested in a cheeseburger, but, you know, I'll eat it in the kitchen. I don't want to scare away any of your customers.
I'm expecting Mrs. Nicholson any moment now, Edna.
Come on, Officer Moore. You'll like the way I cook cheeseburgers. I flipped them over twice.
I just this moment said you'd be here any second. How about a soda?
Oh, no, thank you. I don't eat sweets. It's bad for my complexion.
Please, take a seat.
You know, Louise, I have a couple of things to say, and I just like speaking on the telephone. I think face-to-face communication is far better. It's more personal.
I agree.
Yes, and you're not going to like what I have to say.
Oh?
Well, your lease is up in a couple of weeks, and I may not renew it.
Mrs. Nicholson!
Well, you must admit that you pay a very, very modest rent.
It's all I can afford.
Louise, I'm a businesswoman, and I have to look at my profit. There's a dry cleaner that's looking at this very location.
A dry cleaner?
I wanted to give you fair warning. And there's one more thing.
Yes?
I understand that the high school students might be having a dance in this very location.
A hippity hop.
Well, they can forget about that. No way will there be a dance in here. See, there'll be noise, complaints from the neighbors, possible damage to the floor.
But I've already given my word.
Well, Louise, you shouldn't have.
They can't have it at school. The gymnasium's all torn up.
It's no problem of mine. I've said what I've come to say, so I'll be on my way, Louise. But remember, no hippity hop.
What am I going to do?
Something wrong, Louise?
Mrs. Nicholson said she might not renew my lease.
That's terrible.
It gets worse. She said the dance can't be held here.
But the kids are counting on it. What would Gracie say?
Don't say anything. I'll break the news and come right home. It's definite. Imagine.
Ziggy Springer.
Wow.
I don't know what everyone's so excited about. I said Ziggy would be here. I'm his favorite cousin.
Well, I, for one, still don't believe it.
I don't believe it either.
Same here.
Spoil sports.
I believe him. I didn't know who he was.
Thank you, George.
I'll believe it when I see it with my own eyes.
How's this for proof?
What is it?
It's a photograph with an signed inscription. Read the inscription, George.
My dear cousin Gracie from Ziggy Springer. See you at the hippity hop.
Oh, I don't feel so good.
Anyone could have written that?
Of course.
Give it a rest, Muffin.
I know what we can do. We can put up a sign that says, "Welcome, Ziggy Springer."
Oh, no.
And then we can get our pictures taken with Ziggy. Oh, this is going to be the best dance party Livermore ever had.
It certainly sounds like it, Gracie.
Thank you, George. Well, what do you say, gang?
Rock and roll!
Rock and roll is here to stay. Dance party, rock and roll is here to stay. All cats and chicks gonna get their kicks tonight.
you smash up Sinbad Gucci's bike, man, you're like living dangerously.
Don't tell anyone else. I want the word to get around.
That's understandable. Sinbad Gucci takes no prisoners. Just thinking about it gives me the jitters. I gotta get out of here.
Where are you going?
What does it matter? I don't such a good idea seeing with you anymore.
I thought you were my friend.
When it comes to Sinbad Gucci, I don't have any friends.
I won't lend you any more comics, and I just got the latest issue of Spider-Man. The cover isn't even torn.
Bob Stanley, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
How come?
A boy your age reading comic books?
It's so common.
Infantile.
You gotta be kidding me. I got the best comic book collection in town. Someday it'll be worth big money.
You ought to read something more uplifting.
Like what?
William Shakespeare. We're studying him in English class.
You gotta be kidding me. Give me Spider-Man and Captain Marvel over William Shakespeare every day. Hey, Jughead, wake up!
I pity the girl who marries Bob Stanley. She'll want to go out dancing, and he'll want to stay home and read stupid comic books.
Any girl who marries him would probably want to stay home and read stupid comic books. I heard that Bob and Jughead are joining the service when they graduate. Doesn't that give you a sense of security?
Forget about Bob and Jughead. It'll be interesting to see what happens tonight. I mean, at the Hippity Hop. I don't mean at the Bayou. I can't wait for the moment when Ziggy Springer doesn't show up and Gracie has to admit she lied.
I wonder what George Bullock will think of her then.
She'll be the school laughing stock.
You have to be done.
I got a proof of Ireland!
I hear Sinbad Gucci and those awful beatniks.
Ribbon Missy!
I bet Sinbad Gucci's head is straight for the electric chair.
Prison even.
So young, so bad.
Let's get out of here before they see us.
Say nothing but juvenile delinquents.
Sure you haven't seen the guy yet?
Would I like to use him in?
You might. I don't trust nobody.
Sinbad, getting too excited. Relax. Go with the flow.
I have a right to get excited. My beautiful Harley's broken.
Maybe that guy will be at the hippie hop tonight.
I'm counting on it. When I find him, pow!
I'm worried about something else.
What?
My mom's been giving me a hard time, and she wants me to get a job and stop being a beatnik.
Stop being a beatnik. That's cruel and unusual punishment.
A job. Bleh. That disgusts me.
Besides, we're rebels. Why can't anybody understand that?
Because they're squares, man, and squares just don't get anything.
Freedom of speech we do defend. The end.
I feel so sorry for Louise. She's been hiding in the kitchen all day, afraid to face Gracie and the kids.
She'll have to come out pretty soon. The hippie hop's only a few hours away.
You can't invite a big star like Ziggy Springer and tell him, sorry, dance been canceled.
It'd be a black mark, a Livermore high. And Gracie would never recover.
If only Mrs. Nicholson were out of town.
What did you just say?
I said, if only Mrs. Nicholson were out of town.
That's a great idea.
What is?
We could call Mrs. Nicholson, tell her her brother is ill, and to come fast.
Does she have a brother?
Lives over in Brewster.
That's 300 miles away.
All the better. She'll be gone until tomorrow morning, at the earliest.
What if Mrs. Nicholson finds out she's been tripped?
We can worry about that later.
What about Louise?
We'll tell her that Mrs. Nicholson called and said we could still have the dance.
What if it doesn't work?
It has to work. For Ziggy.
I hope Ziggy appreciates what we're doing for him.
Hey Edna, I heard your father's helping to design a new car for the Ford Motor Company.
That's right.
Yeah, I was reading about it in an automotive magazine.
What did it say?
Said it's gonna be the car of the future. Everybody's gonna want one. It'll be the best car ever released.
Did you know it's named after Henry Ford's son?
I bet it's cool.
What do you think about the decorations? I thought this one's a little better. That way they'll be easier to clean up.
Good thinking. I think they look poverty-stricken. arrogant.
Shabby. Pathetic.
Who asked you?
Let's ignore her.
Wish you would.
Maybe we should come someplace else tonight, especially since we're here tonight, to say hello to Ziggy.
Ziggy, Ziggy, Ziggy. That's all I'm hearing about.
They still don't believe it. They will when Ziggy waltzes in.
If Ziggy Springer shows up, Muffin will apologize. Won't you, Muffin?
I said I would, but I won't have to.
I'll tell Louise the good news, Virginia. You go make that telephone call. Use the payphone across the street. Disguise your voice.
Will you have enough ice cream, Donald?
Will I have enough ice cream? Any flavor you want, you name it, I got it.
Do you have pistachio?
Pistachio? Who eats pistachio?
I do.
Figures.
How are the dance plans coming, Gracie? Who's taking to the hippie hop?
Muffin, you know perfectly well that hippie hop is an open dance. It's not necessary to have an escort.
Oops, I'd forgotten.
Ugh! No, you didn't. You're just trying to stir up trouble.
Who's talking to you, Miss Famiana? Don't speak to Rosemary like that. I'll speak to Rosemary any way I want. This is a free country.
Gracie, I'm so glad everything's worked out. It's a burden off my mind.
What are you talking about?
The hippie hop.
What about it?
It hasn't been canceled after all.
Huh?
What was that all about?
Beats me. Louise has been acting strange all day. She's been hiding in the kitchen. I've been kind of worried about her.
Doesn't sound like Louise.
No, it doesn't. I'm really excited about tonight.
I still say tonight will be a big flop.
Unquestionably.
Without a doubt.
You don't stop bad-mouthing the hippie hop.
You know what?
You'll find out.
Girls, whatever happened to composure? Remember who and what we are. Teen Queen, facing new challenges day after day. I'm a Teen Queen, nothing's gonna stand in my way. I'm lovely, oh so lovely, so lovely. Some people say we both lie. I'm charming, oh so charming. I'm charming, while others say we're one of a kind. I guarantee I'm a pedigree, the bourgeoisie of a girl, Marguerite of the
Until tonight. And Ziggy Springer.
If I were you, Gracie, I would introduce your cousin to that bunch. It'd be sweet revenge.
They're so jealous. I wonder their skin hasn't turned green.
Answer the phone, Donald. Answer the telephone.
Hello, Louise's Luncheonette's best floats, malts, shakes, and egg salad sandwiches with or without lettuce.
My name is Beverly Griffith. I'm trying to reach Gracie Stanley.
Gracie, she's right here.
May I speak with her?
Gracie, it's for you.
For me,
Yeah, some lady named Beverly Griffith.
Beverly Griffith, do you know who she is?
No.
She's a secretary to Ziggy's manager.
Wow, don't keep her waiting.
She probably wants to tell you what time Ziggy will get here.
I guess. How do I look?
You're not talking to her in person.
You look fine.
My arm's getting kind of tired of holding this thing.
Hello?
I hope you remember me, Miss Stanley.
Certainly I remember you, Miss Griffith. What time will Ziggy be here?
That's what I'm calling about.
Nothing's happened to him, has it?
Unfortunately, it has. He's come down with a bad case of laryngitis.
Laryngitis?
His larynx is inflamed.
Inflamed?
Under the circumstances, I'm sure you understand, it would be nearly impossible for him to attend your, what did you call the dance?
Hippity hop.
Hippity hop. Curious name. Perhaps another time. Goodbye, Miss Stanley.
Miss Griffith! Oh, Miss Griffith, don't hang up! Miss Griffith!
You don't look so good, Gracie.
I don't feel so good. I might just die.
Who's got laryngitis?
Who do you think?
Oh no.
Oh, yes. Not Ziggy Springer.
What are you going to do?
But Mantle will never let me forget this.
This is a tragedy.
What's the big deal?
This is going to be so embarrassing. My reputation will be ruined.
I won't be a team queen anymore.
Just tell the kids the truth.
The truth? Who's going to believe the truth? I promised Ziggy Springer, and now I can't deliver. The kids won't speak to you anymore. I've got to think of something to get out of this. It might work. It might.
Gracie, you got a funny look in your eyes.
Donald, would you show me your impression of Ziggy? You know when he warbles, oh baby.
Gladly.
Oh, baby! Baby! Oh, baby!
Whoa! Ease up on the eyeballs, Gracie. You're scaring me.
With any luck, we might get away with it.
You're not thinking what I think you're thinking.
Yes, I am.
You can't replace Donald for Ziggy Springer.
That's nuts! Besides, the kids would tear me apart.
I'm that desperate. Here's what we'll do. We'll tell everyone Ziggy's running late, and he'll only have time for one number because he has to make a plane connection to his next concert.
But they'll see it's Donald.
After I make the announcement that Ziggy's going to sing, we'll shut off all the lights, the fuse boxes inside the kitchen door. We'll say it's a power failure.
I get you, then Donald will come out.
Sing in the dark and disappear fast. Very fast.
Yakety yak, I won't do it.
Donald, my life is in your hands. My reputation, my future.
I still won't do it.
You always said your Ziggy impression was the best. This is your chance to prove it.
In a power failure?
What difference does that make?
I don't know. I guess I've never sung in front of a live audience. I'd be too nervous.
You'll be a noble act. For one shiny moment, you could be a pop idol.
Me? A pop idol?
Why not?
Girls would scream.
Girls would scream.
Guys would envy you.
Guys would envy me. I like being envied. I like girls screaming. Oh, if only it didn't have to be in the dark. That's creepy. Let me give it some thought. Okay, I'll do it.
Wonderful.
What do you know?
What do you guess?
I'm beginning to like the idea.
Donald, I could kiss you.
So could I.
Me too.
I don't do that kissy stuff. Ah, get out of here. Leave me alone.
I work like a charm. I put a handkerchief over the mouthpiece.
Did Mrs. Nicholson
Doesn't say when she'd be leaving?
She said right away.
Couldn't be better.
You don't think Louie suspects anything?
Nope, she's so delighted the hippity hop's going on. She can't think straight. She loves the kids.
You don't think she'll try to contact Mrs. Nicholson?
I've already thought of that. I told her Mrs. Nicholson was going out of town and couldn't be reached.
We're going to have a lot of explaining to do after this night's over.
One thing at a time.
You're right. One thing at a time.
Come on, we have a lot of work to do before Ziggy gets here.
Hippity hop, hippity hop.
I hope you have time for a dance week tonight, Gracie.
Of course I will, George. More than one.
I mean, you'll be busy with your cousin and all. And if you don't want to, I'll understand.
What a thing to say. Besides, I thought Muffin Mansfield would be taking up all your time.
Who told you something like that?
Word gets around.
I consider that a wild rumor.
Do you, George?
I don't want you to misunderstand me, Gracie. I know I come around as kind of shy where most girls are concerned. I suppose you noticed.
I never really expected you to be a shy person. Besides, a little shyness is to be expected with a transfer student.
I'm not shy about basketball. Some people say I have to play in the big time.
I'm sure you would, George, if you want to.
I don't know what I want. I get confused sometimes.
I know the feeling. We're a lot alike.
I can't imagine you being confused about anything. Gracie, I was wondering,
Yes, George?
would you like to come to the drive-in with me Saturday night? I could borrow my uncle's car.
The Road Buick Skylark convertible?
Yeah.
What's the movie at the drive-in? Never mind, it doesn't matter.
Gracie,
Yes, George?
Oh, gee whiz. It's tough to be a teenager and in this night up into the heavens above. Yes, I pray. Hear me now. Tell me what. First to be a teenager and love.
It's time to be a teenager in love. And each night I pray to the heavens above. Yes, I pray. Hear me now. Tell me why. Yes, I'm first to be a teenager in love.
Words just to see. But not have the words. What I should do.
Sometimes when you're here, I just look away.
Can't help but cry. Someone please tell me why.
It's tough to be a teenager in love. And each night I pray to the heavens
For my dreams that are there.
Yes, I pray. Hear me now. Tell me why. Yes, I'm first to be a teenager in love. Yes, I'm first to be a teenager in love.
Something's going on at the luncheonette, and I decided that I'm going to find out what it is. I have my suspicions.
Well, what do you want me along for?
I may need the presence of the law. You are my brother-in-law, aren't you? Don't forget it.
How could I?
You may have to call for the wagon.
The wagon?
Yes, you know how teenagers are. There could be a riot.
Riot?
Yes, and teenagers oftentimes get wild.
What?
Would you stop repeating everything I say?
figure out what this is all about.
Say hippity hop.
What do I look like? The Easter Bunny?
Look up ahead, it's that cop.
Officer Mullen. We don't want anything to do with him. He doesn't understand us.
I ain't afraid of no cop. Besides, I got a good feeling I'm gonna catch that crud that broke my Harley.
Sinbad.
Ref, keep your eyes peeled.
Gosh, Sinbad, that's painful.
Hey, everybody gonna make you jump, make you wiggle, make you jump. Get on your feet now, don't be late. Let it fade out, it just won't wait. It's a brand new dance, you won't want to miss. With a crazy little step that goes like this. 1, 2, hop, hop, hop. 3, 4, hippity hop. 5, 6, hop, hop, hop. 7, 8, hippity hop. Dance to the music till you're over the top. Romping and stomping to the hippity hop. Come on now, you try it. 1, 2, hop, hop, hop. 3, 4, hippity hop. 5, 6, hop, hop, hop. 7, 8, hippity hop. Dance to the music till you're over the top. Romping and stomping to the hippity hop. Is it the jive? No. Is it the bop? No. Is it the slop? No. The jitterbug? No. What's the name of this new beat hop? The hippity hop. Come on, everybody now, don't be shy. Get up on the dance floor, give it a try. Just feel that beat, let your body move. Before too long, you'll be in the groove. Don't be lazy, don't you stop. Come on, everybody now, let's stop. 1, 2, hop, hop, hop. 3, 4, hippity hop. 5, 6, hop, hop, hop. 7, 8, hippity hop. Dance to the music till you're over the top. Romping and stomping to the hippity hop. Is it the clam? No. Is it the bug? No. Is it the twist? No. Is it the mashed potatoes? No. What's the name of this new beat hop? The hippity hop. 1, 2, hop, hop, hop. 3, 4, hippity hop. 5, 6, hop, hop, hop. 7, 8, hippity hop. Dance to the music till you're over the top. Romping and stomping to the hippity hop. Hop, 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 hop. 1, 2, hop, hop, hop. 3, 4, hippity hop. 5, 6, hop, hop, hop. 7, 8, hippity hop. Dance to the music till you're over the top. Romping and stomping to the hippity hop. Hippity hop, hippity hop, hippity hop, hippity hop. Hip, 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 hippity, hippity, hippity hop. I've been to better.
You know what you're talking about, muffins.
It's the best party I've ever been to. I haven't been to any before this. I'm surprised you're here. How come?
We thought you'd be home reading stupid comic books.
Spider-Man and Captain Marvel.
I can dance and read a comic book at the same time.
I think we've danced enough here, kids. After all, we all know why we're really here.
Ziggy, 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 Ziggy.
That's right, Ziggy. Where is he?
That is, I mean...
Quit stalling.
Is he coming or not?
Relax, he's already here. Arrived a few minutes ago.
Why didn't you say so?
I wanted to build up suspense.
He can't say.
He's gotta catch a plane. to his next concert.
He's a very busy guy.
You'll only have time for one number.
Aww.
Hey, isn't some Ziggy Springer better than no Ziggy Springer?
Yeah.
Back up, give him room. Students of Livermore High, it gives me great pleasure to introduce that teen idol all America loves, the hippest, the coolest, Ziggy Springer!
Hey, what happened to the lights?
Must have been a power failure.
Power failure?
I'm scared of the dark.
Oh, baby. Baby. Oh, baby. Baby. She rocks when she rolls. Rolls when she rocks. Mama, tick-tock. Yeah.
Wait a minute. What is this?
Something's totally wrong. That doesn't sound like Ziggy Springer.
Who is it then?
Donald Spade!
Sorry, Gracie. I've never sung in front of a live audience before, and I guess I got nervous.
Turn on the lights. Must have been Louise.
So, everyone, it's not what it looks like. It's not me. I'm not. Anybody want a physical?
Does he look like Ziggy Springer?
No.
Does he sound like Ziggy Springer?
No way.
There you have it. Gracie isn't related to Ziggy, and she couldn't deliver him. She lied.
Hey, what do you say about my sister?
Really, Muffin? I think Gracie has a perfectly logical explanation. Don't you, Gracie?
The truth is, The truth is, he was coming, but he got laryngitis.
Ha! His larynx was inflamed.
Ha! I knew everyone would be terribly disappointed, so I did what I did.
She was only thinking of us, guys. I mean, I think she showed a lot of great imagination.
Go bounce a basketball.
Don't you dare talk to George like that. You're a liar, Gracie Stanley. That's what you are. Admit it. Liar, liar, liar.
Hey, listen.
What's that? What kind of tricks did you know, Gracie? Nothing, I swear.
Oh, baby.
It's over,
Baby. Oh, baby. She rocks when she rolls, rolls when she rocks. Baby makes my heart go tick-tock.
Hi, Cousin Gracie.
Hi, I'm Bob. I'm Gracie's brother. I'm your cousin, too.
Hi, Cousin Bob.
I don't understand. Miss Griffith said you were too ill to appear. Laryngitis.
That's just my manager's doing. He doesn't want me to sing without getting paid. Do you, Lenny? Have to have your secretary do your dirty work?
Pretend I'm not here.
Me neither.
When I heard what he tried to pull, I said, no way. I made a promise to visit my cousin here in Livermore.
Just as I thought, we've got trouble. Oh, wait. You called me, didn't you? Disguised your voice and told me that my brother was taken ill.
No, I didn't. Honest.
I did it! You did it? Why?
We didn't want to let the kids down.
How did you find out? Well, I don't have a brother. I have a sister.
Oops. My mistake.
Okay, I want this dance to end right now. Everybody out. Out, 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 out.
Before Ziggy sings.
Ziggy who?
Ziggy Springer!
Ziggy Springer?
Maybe she needs some hair.
Ziggy Springer? Oh, how?
He's right over there.
How is any of that possible?
He's right there.
Siggy Springer? Siggy. Oh, Siggy, I'm your #1 fan.
I kiss your hand, madam.
That's Ziggy. Ziggy, this is Mrs. Nicholson. She owns Louisa's Luncheonette. She's my sister-in-law.
Yeah, oh, Siggy, in my building. Oh, I can't believe it.
Lady, how would you like a picture of yours truly?
Oh, Ziggy, I really would. And could you inscribe it to Uni or Eunice or Uni? That's my first name.
No problem. Let's have a glossy, Beverly. You. Turn around. To Eunice of Louisa's Luncheonette, love and kisses, Ziggy.
Love and kisses. Oh.
How's that, Eunice?
Oh, Ziggy. Louise, I would like you to take this picture and put it over this soda fountain so the whole town can see it. And I'm going to buy a frame at my own expense.
What about the dry cleaning establishment?
Oh, I think we can forget about that. You know what Ziggy wrote.
He wrote Louisa's Luncheonette.
Exactly.
Point him out! Come here, you!
Oh no, this is not my day.
Oh, here!
You leave my brother alone. Big girly.
Well, let me explain something.
I warned you once before.
Let me handle this.
You don't understand. He stole my Harley. Broke it. This is their lot. It's private property.
About that motorcycle, are you sure it's yours?
Of course it's mine. How could you say such a thing?
Of course it's his. By the way, why are you asking?
We got a report of a stolen motorcycle the other day. One that fits the description that you've been riding. I think we ought to go down to the station and have a few words. Unless you can show me your bill of sale.
I didn't steal it. They did.
Hey,
I told her
man.
it's a birthday present.
Hey man, that's not true.
That's a big lie. You can't go to jail. I got a medical condition.
Let's go, Sinbad. Call the station, will you, Louise? Tell them I need a squad car.
It's all a mistake.
And you made it.
Is it my fault nobody understands until you?
Oh man, is this my lucky day? I just got my life handed back to me. I'll never touch another motorcycle as long as I live. Until I get one of my own.
I'm glad everything worked out for you, Bob. Thanks to your sister. It was a great party. One surprise after another.
Thank you, George.
Muffin, you said you'd apologize to Gracie if Ziggy showed up.
A teen queen never goes back on her word. It's an unwritten law.
I apologize. I accept your apology, Muffin. Ziggy, I can't tell you what your being here means to us.
Hey, I'll stay and sing as long as you want me to, won't I, Beverly? Lenny?
You're the boss.
So what's everyone standing around for? Let's rock!
Isn't it wonderful to be living in the Nifty 50s?
You said, Gracie!
That's our story. Time to say goodbye.
Glad you stopped in for a little while.
Remember, if you're ever sad or feeling down,
Close your eyes and sit back, take a walk.
To the Nifty 50s!
Black boots and a motorcycle jacket, dungarees and a cool white t-shirt. Take me right back to the Nifty 50s. I long to be there every now and then. I'm cruising back to the Nifty 50s. I'm gonna live it all
come on along. Going back into the Nifty 50s. Come on along. Going back into the Nifty 50s. Come on along. Going back into the Nifty 50s. Come on along. Coming back into the Nifty 50s. Come on along. Going back into the Nifty 50s. Come on along. Going back into the Nifty 50s. Come on along. Going back into the Nifty 50s. Come on along. Going back into the Nifty 50s. Come on along. Going back into the Nifty 50s. Come on along. Going back into the Nifty 50s. Come on along. Going back into the Nifty 50s. Rock and roll! Rock
Introduce the Wonder Studio, multi-camera digital recording and streaming. Move from the mystery to the rainbow of communication. A WWT-CAE collaboration now.